At this depth, the sea was entirely pitch black, but Fang Yuan's vision was dark green. All right, this new goo that I exchanged for is quite useful. With it, I can barely see in the deep sea. Fang Yuan was quite happy. The deep sea was complex. One could not shine light here carelessly, or predators might be lured to oneself unknowingly. In this dark green area, there were some deep black patches. They were black oil, of course. The black oil tangled and weaved together like huge pythons. They were almost still, but the visual impact was huge. Fang Yuan breathed in deeply. The gills on his face moved as they took in oxygen from seawater, allowing him to breathe underwater. Calming down, he carefully approached the black oil. He stretched out his arms and stopped when he was several meters away from the black oil. Next, he activated his goo worm. A bright blue light slowly gathered in his palms. The two blue lights formed into beams of light that shined into the black oil. Droplets and lumps of black oil flowed along the blue light beams and slowly gathered into Fang Yuan's palms. Fang Yuan's palms were like two bottomless holes, sucking in black oil. Time passed, but Fang Yuan continued to keep his alertness up. He not only maintained his investigative methods on the surroundings, he also paid attention to the primeval essence storage in his aperture. Because he used multiple goo worms at once, Fang Yuan's primeval essence expenditure was not low. After a while, he reached a critical level. It is time to stop and return to the sea surface. Sigh, my aptitude is too low. If I had a grade aptitude, I would be able to last much longer. Fang Yuan sighed in his heart. At the same time, he stopped using his goo worms, preparing to leave. But in the process of leaving, an accident happened. Suddenly, a huge force emerged in the peaceful sea, sending Fang Yuan flying. Oh no, an impact current! Fang Yuan's heart shook. He wanted to use goo worms to escape. These impact currents seemed like normal seawater, but when life forms entered them, they would emit a strong pushing force. Bam, bam, bam! In the process of escaping, Fang Yuan met with several impact currents. His bones were fractured and blood oozed out of his nose and mouth. Fang Yuan gritted his teeth. His eyes were wide opened and bloodshot. He tried to find a way to escape this predicament. But he was not in the best condition. He had used a lot of his primeval essence. At the same time, the scale of these impact currents was huge, and Fang Yuan lacked the method to deal with them. He could only dodge using his luck. Soon, Fang Yuan expended all his primeval essence. An impact current from behind pushed him into the black oil. Am I going to die here? Fang Yuan could not escape. He watched as the black oil stuck to him before it spread and devoured him. His primeval essence was used up, but thankfully the gills were made from transformation path, goo worms. They could last for some time. But this was truly his last few moments. This is the final moment of my life. Sigh, I wanted to accumulate more black oil to gather wealth and exchange for a way to get rid of my black oil corrosion from the market. But now, I do not need to worry about this problem anymore. Hehehe. Fang Yuan smiled bitterly. He fell into deep despair. Eventually, the black oil completely covered him. His body was enveloped by the black oil. Am I going to die? Death was approaching, but Fang Yuan was completely peaceful in his heart. Or rather, more accurately, he was indifferent. Towards his death, he was indifferent about it. All right, so be it if I die. After coming to this world after so many years, I have been wandering from place to place. I am just too tired, too tired. Who can truly avoid death? I might as well rest now. Fang Yuan shut his eyes.